0. We will see today if this thing is going to flick work and let us do anything. So... missions. Flights in. Okie dokie. You actually in now on day 3? Yeah. Well, I was... I started messing about with it last night, and I could play it last night a little bit. So I did like my private pilot's license and things like that, but then I got a little bit fed up. I think I just got stressed with it all yesterday. It was just an absolute nightmare, if I'm honest. Let's have a look what to do. What's this? Ferry flight from 5th into wherever. I mean, why not? Worth a go. My game feed is actually louder than my voice. Really? One moment. Well, is that any better? I actually managed to get 4 flights this morning. It's getting better, but no audio from aircraft. Cheers, Simon. I mean, I was playing it a little bit last night, and it's done this again. I mean... I don't know what it's doing. It was working for me last night. Bondi, thoughts on the game? I mean, when it's playable, it's okay. I mean, yesterday was a shite show. Just ridiculous. And obviously, the launch was just ridiculous. So, yeah. It's not too bad when you're actually playing it. It's getting to play it that's the problem. I heard a few saying there should have been a big update to 2020, not a new game. I mean, I'd probably have to agree if I'm honest. I'm having problems with the planes Boeing 737 and bigger. The game, yeah, I know they was having issues. Microsoft was aware yesterday of some of the bigger planes causing crashes and being unresponsive. I've had issues with the game, but did a short flight 15 ago and wasn't rendering. Some of the rendering is dreadful. Trees look like crayons. There is a lot of people saying that. I've seen a lot of it. I mean, there's a lot of this. This is a joke as well. I mean, I changed my VPN yesterday. I put my VPN on and put myself in Bangladesh, and it worked perfectly fine. Luckily, I've only got it on Game Pass. I'd be livid if I paid lots of money for it. Yeah, I know. Like the people who paid for Aviator Edition and things like that, and then they couldn't use any of it. I'm finding that they're relying too much on the cloud. Well, yeah, the whole game's based on the cloud, isn't it? Like, you get a small download, and then the rest of it is based purely on the cloud, and this is just taking the mick now. I need to fly into Newark, New Jersey. Andy, I don't have a clue where you can fly, because I haven't really done that much of it. Is it working today? It was working last night, Mr. Steve. And now it doesn't seem to be doing it again. It loads me in, but now it's not loading any of the career mode aspects and things like that. I wondered why the download was so small. Yeah, the download for 2020 was so much stupid, weren't it? Like I think 400 or 500 gigs, something like that. Something silly. I had to keep rebooting. Did it 4 times this morning until it worked. See, I was like that yesterday, James. I was rebooting to High Heaven yesterday, and it let me in little bits. I'll let my son know, thank you. Luckily, he's only got Game Pass. I mean, yeah, I think people who got it on the Game Pass are quite lucky. They didn't have to pay money for this shite. I'd rather a big game file, but a less glitchy game. I'm going to give it a few days to calm down. I think needs a couple of small updates. I don't even think it's small updates I need. I think it needs quite large updates. And the game is glitchy. I think I'd prefer them to just slap a big game out there, like on 2020. Download it. Game works great. Don't have to rely on the cloud servers and things like that, and it's all well and good. But this is just ridiculous. I mean, people are playing it. You literally can't load in. It's a joke. Honestly, mate, this is just... This is just the way it's been. Are people still seeing my screen on TikTok? Is everyone seeing my screen? Because it just told me it disconnected. I mean, I just turned my VPN on to see if I can try and like do what I did yesterday, but I mean, I quite frankly feel like they're taking the mick just a little bit. Kiggs, I feel you, mate. There was a buffer. Yeah. I turned my VPN on. See if it'll let me go into a different server or whatever it was that I did yesterday. Games Bank at the moment it can't let me. It gets me in, but then I can't fly. Yeah, I was having these issues yesterday. Last night it seemed to work. I was messing around with it last night. And now again it just seems to be having pure issues. So I'm not quite sure what it's doing. I managed to pass my PPL in career mode before it passed. Last night I did my PPL last night. I did a few flights and then I managed to do my CPL. But that's as far as I got. And then I went to bed, woke up this morning, and now it's doing the same thing as it was yesterday. So I got in before it was all fun and games. Yeah, it's the servers, I think. Honestly, I think I do. It's the servers issues, but I believe they was fixing it. They were supposed to be fixing it. Have it on Xbox and PC. Xbox works better than PC. I believe they brought out a patch yesterday on Xbox, which may. Thank you very much for the follow. I believe they brought out a patch yesterday that made. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Peachy Gaming and Resubby. Yeah, I believe, like I was saying, they brought out a patch yesterday, which I believe it made it a little bit more playable on Xbox, but they've left PC high and dry at the minute. So PCs are just struggling in the background. Yeah, it's all good. We'll get there at some point, it'll work. Wasn't a server issue, it was my setup and running misbehaving. Dudes, I thought it was a service. I was going to say we're all having issues with them lately. Are you still having problems, mate? Yep, Axel. I got in last night, mate. And I was perfectly fine. Did a few flights, passed my PPL and my CPL, and then I went to bed, woke up this morning, and it's doing the same thing as it did yesterday. Is PC better option? I don't really know, if I'm honest. I'd say I think they're both as knackers as each other because there's people on Xbox that are complaining about the same issues as PC at the minute. So, Savage DM, thank you very much for the follow. Have you seen the server pics on TikTok? No, I have not, Peachy Gaming. I have not at the moment. Just seems to be look at the drive, it works. Yep, it does. Change it to the USA. Now, do I have to close the game? Should I close the game down? Yeah, it works well when I get to it, but lagging, but that could be my GPU. What graphics card are you running? Yeah, Stenna, what graphics card are you running? Low to medium. the GTX 1650. It could be. I mean, you want low graphics though, so I don't know. It's just so annoying. I mean, now I've gone through. This is now day 2 that I've been stuck on this shite. Like, I'm gonna try. Shall I reload it with? So I'm gonna try and reload it with my VPN on USA and see if it worked. I mean, this is just a story of my life yesterday. Let's just keep restarting the game for the fun of it. Maybe try to put all on low. So, I mean, some people are starting to get in then. And some people are not. And Giver, thank you very much for the follow. Streamrocks, no, we've it worked last night and it's just not working now. I'm trying a different VPN, but is anyone's working good yet? Mine's still freezing when trying to load in with a big plane. Brad, no. I mean, mine worked earlier, but mine worked last night. Some people are saying that theirs is working. But I'm not really 100% certain here with what's going on. Have you had trouble with free fly mode? My approach. Pilot, I've not even been in free flight mode. Yesterday I attempted it. It gave me a plane with no landing gear and no wing, so I just haven't been in since. In America, I've been able to play the game. But yeah, to be fair, I think it was a lot. Pilot EZ, I think a lot of the problems have been, well, from people obviously in the chat and things like that, a lot of the issues was having. For that, guys.